Hello everybody and welcome to video 6 of my birthday marathon video thing, doobry, whatever, where over the week of my birthday I'm going to be, well, I have been looking at my favourite songs. I put up, about a month ago, I put up a poll on my YouTube community channel and on my Facebook channel asking what sort of videos I should do over my birthday, and I put up options like favourite metal songs, favourite songs of any genre, favourite bands of any genre, and overwhelmingly it came back as favourite songs of any genre. So that's what I've been doing. Now, trying to narrow down my list of favourite songs proved to be a really difficult task. I struggled to get it down to just 14. You know, I hadn't intended on doing that many, but, you know, it was a struggle just to get it down that low. So what I've been doing, I've been releasing 2 videos a day. One has been a metal track and the other has been a normal track, if you will. Or a track of a different genre, shall we say. So earlier today we had Streets of London by Ralph McTell. An absolutely beautiful song. It's been one of my favourite songs for absolutely decades. Now we're moving on to the heavier side of things, and we're going to be looking at Swallow the Sun. Now, I've only ever covered this band once on this channel before, which is quite surprising because I absolutely love Swallow the Sun. I think they're a fantastic band. And we're going to be looking at my favourite track of theirs, Hold This Woe. Sounds like another depressing track, yes. I love the sound of this track. You know, the music behind it, the actual vocal performance itself is just amazing. I love this. And I've mentioned this on many occasions, that my favourite genre of metal tends to be doom metal. And, you know, Swallow the Sun, Death Doom. We've looked at Insomnium this week already, which again sort of fits into the Death Doom sort of thing. And later this week we've got My Dying Bride coming up. Again, Death Doom sort of thing. So you can sense the theme of where my favourite songs sort of lie. But yes, Swallow the Sun, Hold This Woe. I love this track. It's so good. You know, I've mentioned many times I like the mixtures of like clean and aggressive vocals, and this one's got some really good mixture of those. So yeah, this is one of the reasons why this one really catches me, along with the amazing music. So we'll get along into it. Before we jump into the video though, if you could just take a moment to like and subscribe if you haven't already, because it really would help the channel out. It would make the biggest difference to me. You know, as it currently stands, not even 2% of people watching my videos are actually subscribed. So if you could like and subscribe, it would really help me out. It doesn't cost anything, takes a fraction of a second, and would make the biggest difference. But anyway, let's jump into this. So this is Hold This Woe by Swallow the Sun. Let's go. And there we go. Hold This Woe by Swallow the Sun. It's another one of those songs I find it very hard not to sing along to, as you may have noticed. I just love the composition of this piece of music. You know, there's that main riff. It's got the guitars in it. It's got the strings in it. And for some reason, I don't know why, but that just sort of envelops me. You know, it just immediately pulls me in. You know, that main riff just really grabs me. And it's fantastic. You know, the combination of all the instruments together and the actual sound of the riff itself is just perfect. This song just blows me away every time I hear it. The first time I heard this song, I absolutely lost my shit. You would have thought that I'd just discovered like the rarest like element on earth when I first heard this song, because it just blew me away. Because I just love how it sounds, and you know the difference between the clean vocals, which are sort of slow, somber, possibly a little bit, you know, sound a little bit depressed, and then the aggression and the force behind the harsher vocals. You know, there's such a disparity between the two. You know, it's such a contrast between, you know, the two different emotions that he's sort of putting across here. It's just, you know, such a good piece of music. Excuse me. I really shouldn't drink Dr. Pepper whilst doing this, because it makes me burp something chronic. Anyway. Now, the song itself, you know, Hold This Woe, it seems to be talking about, well, depression, you know, holding woe, holding depression sort of thing. Because it's complicated, because it seems to be he's talking to someone else. And he's sort of saying, you know, just leave me here, just leave me to suffer, just leave me to die. But then he's also saying, you know, I want to feel you near, you know, please don't leave me. There's this sort of conflict. Because it goes, please don't guide me again. Could you just leave me here? I'll bury these wounds with you. I'll be gone by nightfall. So that's a sort of very depressive opening couple of lines. It's, don't guide me again. Could you just leave me here? You know, just leave me here. Just leave me here to die. You know, I'll bury these wounds with you. I'll be gone by nightfall. You know, I'll just leave me here. You know, go on without me, sort of thing. The shadow is gone, and then your leaving coldness here is getting darker now. The night is drawing closer, my dear. So that, I'm not entirely sure. It's getting darker now. The night is drawing closer, my dear. Is that him? You know, is this possibly someone coming towards the end of their life? You know, and they're struggling with coming to terms with the fact that they're about to pass away. You know, the darkness is drawing, you know, is getting darker now. The dark night is drawing closer. You know, it says, you know, leaving coldness here again. You know, could it be someone coming to the end of their life and, you know, struggling to come to terms with them? Then it goes into that chorus with the harsher vocals. It goes, to writhe, I found my suffering, the life. I hear you suffer me, to writhe. I bound my suffering tonight. The start of cold seasons, just a road to despair. There is no way out of here, again I hold you near. Why do you love to torture me, cut me open and leave me this way? And then away of de profundis you'll disappear from me again. So I found my suffering, the life. So life is suffering. So maybe it's not necessarily someone coming towards the end of their life. You know, I found, you know, life is suffering. Life is difficult. I hear you suffer me to rise. So again, I see that you put up with me struggling, maybe. I bound my suffering tonight. So I've not necessarily come to terms with it, but I've sort of maybe internalized it, sort of bundled it up and kept it to myself, so I'm not making you suffer it with me, possibly. The start of cold season's just a road to despair. There is no way out of here. Again, I feel you near. So the start of cold season's just a road to despair. Cold seasons could be a way of talking about, misery, depression sort of thing. The start of depression is just a road to despair. And there's no way out of here. Again, to feel you near. So he's struggling to find a way out of his misery, a way out of his depression, and he craves for this person to come back and help him, despite, like, in the beginning he's like, just leave me here. What the hell? I mean, he might not necessarily be talking directly to a person. Anyway, he could actually be talking about a mental state. He wants the mental state to leave him. He wants the mental state to go away. There's no way out of it. Again, I feel you near. So there's no way out of this depression, and I can feel it sort of lurking over my shoulders sort of thing. He could be talking about the actual mental state he's in. Like when he's saying, please don't guide me, just leave me here. He could be talking to the mental state, saying, just leave me alone. I don't want you to be a part of my existence anymore. So that could be it. Because then it goes on. Why do you love to torture me and cut me open and leave me this way? And when away of deep profundus, you'll disappear from me again. So it's like, again, talking to like this mental state. It's like, why do you like to torture me? Why do you want to, like, grate on me like a raw nerve? Why do you want to fuck me up, make me hate everything, make me hate myself, make me doubt everything? Leave me in this miserable state. Why do you like to do that? And then just fuck off and leave me this way. When the depression abates, I'm still left feeling like crap. It says, then a way of de profundis. Now, I don't know what that is, so I did look it up whilst I was listening to the song, and apparently de profundis is a letter written by Oscar Wilde during his imprisonment. And he recounts a previous relationship and extravagant lifestyle which ultimately led to his conviction. So it sounds like betrayal in a way, and or it says, went away from de profundis, so went away from my happy life. When you've brought me into this life of misery, you'll just fuck off and leave me in this miserable place. Sort of go like, my work here is done, I'm off. Next time you're happy, I'm going to come back and fuck you up again. I can feel the warm nightfall as I taste the death on her lips. I'm doomed to hold this woe. It's time to kneel. I'm so alone. So again, this, he could be talking about a person, and as it seems here, this person seems to have now left him, so now he has no guiding light. I can feel the warm nightfall as I taste the death on her lips. So this person that he's greatly cared about, this person who was maybe his one guiding light through his moments of depression, is now gone. And it's saying, where was it? I've lost it now. I'm doomed to hold this woe. I've now got, excuse me, no one to help me through this, so I am now doomed forever to be miserable, to be depressed, because the one positive thing I had, the one person, the one guiding light I had that could save me from it, is now gone. It's time to kneel. I'm so alone. So it's time to pledge fealty. Just give in to the misery. I'm so alone. I've got nothing anymore. So, it's a very depressing song. And then it goes back into that chorus. To writhe, I found my suffering, the life. I hear you suffer me to writhe. I bound my suffering tonight. The start of cold season's just a road to despair. There is no way out of here. Again, I feel you near. Why do you love to torture me, cut me open and leave me the blame? And when away of deep profundus, you'll disappear from me again. So they did actually change the chorus there, because before it is like, why do you like to torture me, cut me open and leave me this way? Previously, it's like, why do you like to fuck me up and then just walk away? And now it's like, why do you cut me up open and leave me the blame? So why do you like to mess with me, make me miserable, and then tell me that it's all my fault. You know, sort of like gaslighting. It's like, it's your fault, you're miserable, you did this to yourself, sort of thing. And then right at the end it goes, to writhe, I found my suffering, the life, I hear you suffer me, to writhe, I bound my suffering tonight. It is just such a good song, you know. It's one that really, like I say, it really sort of grabs my attention. As soon as that main riff comes in, it just encapsulates me and I'm gone. You know, it's one of those ones, like I said, I find it very difficult not to sing along to. And despite being quite a miserable song, in essence, it really sort of, it really gets my blood pumping. It's weird, I know, because it's quite a miserable song, but I don't know, I just really love the song. I think it's so good. It's unfortunate there's no video for it, because, you know, this is probably a boring reaction otherwise, because all you're doing is watching me mime along to a song. But oh, what is wrong with me today? But yeah, just an outstanding piece of music. I mean, the whole album that this comes from, The Morning Never Came, is an outstanding album, but this song has always been a standout for me. And like I said, the first time I heard it, it just blew my mind. So yeah, there's that one. So yeah, on to day 4 tomorrow. See what we've got coming up then. So yeah, I don't know what else I can say about this video, so I'll leave it as it is now. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like or a subscribe if you haven't already, because it really would make the biggest difference to me and to the channel. You know, as it is, not even 2% of people watching my videos are actually subscribed at the moment, and that's kind of disheartening, because I've been doing this for about 6 years. I put a lot of time and effort into it. I like to think I bring something different to the table than most reactors, and you know, I'm putting all that time into the videos. I'm uploading them. People are watching them, they're not liking, not subscribing, they're disappearing off into the aether, they're not getting suggested to people, and I'm lucky if I get 50 views, you know. So, you know, if you could like and subscribe, it makes the biggest difference. It doesn't cost you a single thing, it takes a fraction of a second, and it makes the biggest difference to me. It makes a huge difference to the channel. But that's all I've got for you for this video. Thank you all very, very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.